Alright, over here we've got our Master's Barbecue. Listen, guys.
Alrighty guys, before the video starts, I kind of want to mention that I have a ticket giveaway towards the end of the video. All you really have to do is have a Groupon app so I can send it to you, or maybe a Gmail. I've never done this before, but you know, I'll figure the details out later. Stick around and I'll tell you guys how to do it in the end of the video. Good day, my fellow lads and ladies. Today thou is reviewing the Koroneburg Renaissance Festival. Let us thou venture forth into this quest, or review this fest. Oh man, I can't do this. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop right there, I'm cringy. Anyways, this Renaissance Festival is hosted annually and runs from May 25th to June 23rd. It's only open Saturdays and Sundays. Saturday it's open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Sundays from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Here's some special offers and some themed days. Alrighty, tickets. So tickets are available online and at the event. I'd suggest getting your tickets online since they are a lot cheaper than at the event. As you guys can see, there are some savings to be made here, and plus save yourself the time from waiting in line. But if not, you know what, do what you want, have it your way. And you're probably wondering, is there a parking fee? You bet your lucky goose there is. General parking is $5 and VIP is $15. The only difference is how much you guys want to walk. Alright guys, let's talk about things to consider. So things to consider are printing out a small little map for yourself when you go to the event. It's kind of big and you get lost and there's just so much stuff, so I highly recommend doing that. There are restrooms and some are indoor and some are portable. They're decently clean, however, I'd yet to meet a soul who would actually want to sit down in a porta potty restroom, so just letting you guys know that. There's also a room where they offer water to your pets, and I'm assuming this is for service animals. I'm not quite so sure. The website doesn't really offer much information. So let's get this review started because holy grail, it's huge. First, let's give a shout out to the life and guts of the event, which are the workers, the entertainers, and organizers. They are so much fun to interact with. They really make this event come to life, and I honestly can't imagine this event without them.
You folks had an excellent time here.
Yes, thank you.
Ask him any questions.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good. I like that.
So definitely props to them. As you guys can see, the activities are a blast. For example, the hatchet throwing. There's also archery, paper making, escape rooms, wood shops, mermaid house, and for the kids there's a huge swing, rocking horses, dart throwing, and scavenger hunt. Keep note, you're probably gonna have to pay for each game that you play. For instance, the axe throw was $5 for 10 axe throws, so keep in mind this because it could get kind of pricey, especially if you're going as a family. There's also an educational workshop demo, like this cannonball demo where this sir right here explains how these worked in history, and his little adorable assistant also kind of gives directions of how cannonballs were thrown. There's also woodworking, armor making, and you can also taste quality bread and make that the McCall's Artisans Gillis, if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I butchered it, guys. There's also a ton of shops to buy stuff from. Handmade souvenirs, costume, treats, beef jerky, I'm just kidding. I am such an addict to beef jerky, and it's a little pricey, but honestly it's super tasty. And if you aren't sure if you guys really would like it or not, they also offer samples, so there's that going for you guys. And the icing to the cake are the shows. Man, they are entertaining. They're so funny. Honestly, I would just pay money on itself just to watch these entertainers. They are so great, and honestly, they honestly are the best part of this whole entire event. And that says a lot because there's so much good stuff about this event. And man, I recommend going to all of them if you can because they are so great. Make sure you guys bring money for tips since they do offer that option towards the end, and they are so great, so you're probably going to want a tip anyway. If you guys are wondering about any recommendations, I recommend by starting and watching Drunk and Disorderly, The Sword Swallowing Show, and Washing Well Wenches. Those give you some great laughs, and honestly, they're such fun. I definitely recommend checking them out. Now it's time to talk about the food. So the food is great. I tried this one place and it's really good. The pulled pork and the gravy, mashed potatoes, and the garlic fries, and this mango slushy I had was really great. And my girlfriend had chicken fingers and fries. And guys, I promise we shared. Her chicken fingers were pretty lame and basic, and I'd really suggest passing on those. But if you guys are really into it, you know, give it a try. And I know I ordered a lot, but with what I ordered, honestly, you could feed 2 people. And if you're going on a date or you're going with a family member, you could easily share. Heck, if you're going with a friend too, if you guys are like that. So, who's the event for? Well, I'd say it's
Rated E for
you can bring
everyone.
your family, your friends, your date, and heck, even your nerdy neighbor that comes out once a year. Alrighty guys, let's talk about the pros and the cons. For the pros, there's a lot to talk about. It's super fun, it's a great time. The culture is interesting, you really do feel like you're back in time. The food is great, the shows are amazing. I cannot emphasize enough, it's amazing. The price is great, you know, it's not super duper expensive, and entertaining for everybody in the family, your friends, anybody you go with, you'll have a blast. There's just so much to do, so get there early. It's educational. It has the whole community of the place is just so great. Like, they just make you feel at home, even though they're saying weird things. It's organized. It's not like other places I've been to where you don't really know where you're going, and you can always ask around. They're always willing to help each other out. The staff is always helpful, and the signs, like I said, they're super helpful. As for the negatives, well, there's not many I could really mention on the top of my head that I was like, man, that was horrible. But, you know, I have to mention a couple, and these are kind of little nitpicks, I guess. VIP is $15 for parking. You know, honestly, there's not a huge difference. Parking doesn't really offer much. At least what I've known and what I've seen, all it really is parking up closer. And maybe to that, some people that's convenient. For me, it's not much of a big deal or upgrade. Bathrooms are meh, but that's usually every event. Now, this is a negative point that doesn't really apply to everybody, but I can see how families could find this as a negative. And yes, if you're a big family and you're on a tight budget, coming here with your kids, especially if they want to do everything, it could get pretty expensive. And I'm not trying to like say, oh, it's the most expensive thing ever. No, by no means it isn't. But, you know, it really does add up eventually, especially if you're going to be here all day, which I recommend you should. I spent about 5 hours, and this is how much I spent, and this is how much I did. So, here's some things you guys should know. Bring change for entertainers, since they do such an awesome job, and you're probably going to want to tip them in the end. You're allowed to enter and leave the event, so if you guys pack a lunch or you guys don't really want to eat there, you guys could do it. And bring a costume, it definitely adds to the experience. I really regret not doing it because my boss actually mentioned that I should have, but I never did. Come in early, there's just so much to do. Like I said, come in at 10. This is one of the few events where you really should show up early. Like, you know, you can go to the fair at any time you really want to because it's open all night. It's closed really early, so time goes fast, so I recommend getting there as soon as you can, unless you're going to get a season pass, of course. Bring a comfy outfit, because I brought one of my favorite shoes, and they're my Converse, and they got totally dirty because, you know, there's just sand everywhere, and it happened to rain that day, so they got totally dirty. So maybe bring your more comfortable clothing. Another thing I recommend you guys should do is check in the schedule online, because you could kind of make your schedule easier by looking at it. You could see what the time the shows are at, and it's easier than relying on signs actually, so I recommend doing that. Overall, this event was so much fun. I haven't had this much fun in a while at an event, and this is what I live for. You know, it kind of reminds me like, man, this is what I love to do, and this is my passion, and I'm just like, man, it's an event like these that really like make my life so much greater. And it's time to review this beast. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope I didn't overhype this event, but I just really loved it, and I had to be completely honest about it. For the ticket giveaway, all you guys have to do is add me on Instagram on the Orange Scout. I'll link it down below, or just be a subscriber and comment down here. And I'll try to choose a winner right away because, you know, the event's about to end. So, alright guys, and make sure you guys subscribe because I've got some new places that I want to share with you and some tips I want to share with you that you guys might find useful. So, you know, add that notification below so you guys can know when your boy's posting.